following is a short tutorial on how to combine multiple PDF files into one document, specifically for a hard copy order. This order is for Sharice Golightly. You'll see that she also has her telephone number and email address on the job overview page. If you scroll down, you'll see that this is a hard copy order, which means the customer has documents elsewhere instead of being loaded into WebPrint. You'll see the number of copies she wants, followed by the other specifications for the order. Again, there's no image for the job because it's hard copy, and here is the location of where the files are that she would like printed for the order. You'll see that it's on the J drive, Public Copy Center Oversized drive, and then the customer's name. So we go to the manager's desktop. There's a folder there already that says Copy Center, which is a shortcut to the location. You see here it says J, Public Copy Center. So we'll double click on Oversized Documents. Scroll down and find the customer's folder, which is her name, Sharice Golightly. And now we'll double click to find the STO binder file, which is here. Next, you see we'll have a cover folder, tab contents folder, tabs, and instructions for printing. Double click on the instructions. Typically, the customer will not have this file, but we'll read it because she included it. She has specifications for the cover and the inside and the PowerPoint pages. So we'll double click on the cover folder to start there, and then double click on the actual file to open it in PDF. I'll enlarge the view. So this is the one page of one page. It's just the cover page. You'll see the large image, and we'll click here on the left-hand side to show the page thumbnail, which is the smaller image of the large image of the one-page document. I'm going to drag and snap each of these respective windows to the side of the computer screen. I'll reduce the filing cabinet and increase the size of our working document. I'll go back to the previous folder in the filing cabinet, and next we'll grab the tabs. The customer has a Word document and a PDF document. We're going to use the PDF document so that it doesn't have to be converted. Simply click on the order, click on the file, and then drag it and drop it behind the cover sheet. You'll see page 1 does not have any words on it. The other pages seem to be fine until you get to page 13. 13, 14, 15, and 16 are also blank. So we're going to hit Control and then click on each of these pages as well as page 2. And then we're going to delete them by either clicking on the Delete Pages button, or we'll right click on either of the pages and hit Delete Pages. It asks us if we want to delete the selected and hit Yes. And then it confirms that we want to delete those pages and hit OK. So now we have all the tab pages. You see them here. There are words going down the side, but the words should be on the right side. So I'm going to click on the first page, hold the Shift bar down, and click on the last page, which will select all the pages in between the first and the last. And I'm going to click on Rotate Clockwise. You can either do it with the icon, or you can right click on a page, click on Rotate Pages, and then select Clockwise 90 degrees. Make sure that only the selection is selected and that even and odd pages will be turned, and click OK. So now you have the cover page and all the tabs. You see the first bank, the second bank tab, the third bank tab, the fourth bank tab, and finally the fifth bank tab, and then it just repeats itself in those 5 tab orders. So now we're going to save our document so we won't lose the progress that we've made. Next, we're going to begin to grab the actual content. Double click on Tab Content, and the first tab says Spinal Overview, so we'll click on the Spinal Overview folder listed in the filing cabinet. Again, we'll grab the file and then drop it behind the first tab. Click on the second tab. It says Diagnostic Imaging. We'll go back in our file cabinet, double click on the folder, and then drop and drag the first file, which is the PDF. And then go back and drop and drag the second file and place it immediately behind the last page of the file we just dropped. Now this one is going to take a little bit longer to load because the system is converting the Word document into a PDF document. It's completed and you see the pages from the Word document have now loaded and they are behind the first file, which was the PDF file. Now we can move on to the third tab. It says lumbar pathology. We'll go back to the file cabinet, double click on lumbar pathology, and we will grab and drag and drop this file as well. We'll continue this process through all of the tabs, which there are 10 tabs, so we're almost halfway there. It's very important to make sure that the name of the tab matches the name of the file folder that you're pulling from. And before we complete this process, we'll go back and review and make sure that we have accurately matched up each file tab with each file folder. We'll also be able to provide the customer one copy as a proof to verify that the information has been grabbed correctly as well. On the next tab, it's legal. When we go to the legal folder, again, we have two files. We'll grab them in the order that they appear. So first, it will be the Word document. Again, we'll wait for the system to convert the Word document into the PDF document. And there it appears. This is only one page. We need it to be 2 pages because the document will be double-sided. So we'll right-click the thumbnail image and then select Insert Pages and add a blank page. The page will be added after page number 101. I believe that's what the page number is. And that is to make the image double-sided. We do that so that the back side of the first file does not have the first page of the second file. They can remain separate. And then drop and drag the second file. The last tab says reference, so we'll go back to the reference folder in the filing cabinet and drop and drag that file as well. Briefly wait while it converts the Word document into the PDF document. And there we have it. All of the files have been added. We have the cover page, tab 1, spine overview, and the first page behind that tab says spinal overview. Second tab, diagnostic imaging is what it says, and the first page behind the tab also says diagnostic imaging. And this is just a part of the quality check process before we print. Lumbar pathology. Now this first page says degenerative. So what we'll do is go back to the filing cabinet, double click on the folder, and then we'll do a print view of the file to make sure that it's the correct file in the filing cabinet. And there you see it matches, so that is the correct page behind that particular tab. The next tab is going to be lumbar procedures. First page behind it matches lumbar procedures. The next tab, which is the 5th bank tab, cervical pathology, and that matches. So we'll continue this process all the way down through the 10th tab. You'll see this is the first bank tab because the letters are across the top in the first position. This is the second bank tab because of where the letters are located. The third bank tab is normally going to be right in the middle of the page on that side, which is deformity in this case, spinal deformity, that matches. Fourth tab says legal, and legal is the first heading in the first page. Last tab says reference. And we click on this page, I do not see reference in the heading or the title. So again, I'll go back to the filing cabinet, double click on the reference folder, and view the document. Now this document looks a little weird just because of the format, so I'll actually double click on the folder, on the document to make sure that it is the same file. And there it is. You have the Medtronic logo followed by US Sales Team and the same heading that's on the form that's already in the document. So there we have it. All of the files and tabs have been loaded. Again, we'll save so we won't lose our progress. And now we need to take note of wherever the tab pages are located in the document so that we can properly insert them into the document when we go to the Xerox free flow system. So we have tabs at pages 2, tab at page 28, that looks like 75, page 80, and what we're doing is checking from left to right. So anytime you see a page that's predominantly blank and it just has words going down the right hand side, you know that that page is a tab page. So we're just selecting those tab pages and we're writing down those numbers because we're going to take those page numbers on the Xerox free flow system and add those as special pages. Now that blank page, this one has words, so it's a tab. This one is just a blank page that we inserted. So we will not make that a tab page. That page will remain blank. And again, we will not write that number down as a tab page. It's completely blank. So we have a tab there, which is bank 9, or on this one, bank 4. And then here, bank 5, which was the 10th tab. So we have all of our page numbers written. We'll go ahead and and print the file. Again, this was a color request, so we'll select the color copier. Just one copy for now. We'll make sure that all pages are selected to be print. Right then, it was selected on just that one page. We want to make sure all pages are selected. You're going to make sure that the page scaling is selected for shrinking the pages to fit, and then hit print. And what it's doing is combining all the documents together, flattening this one document so that it stays as one, and it's going to be sent over to the Xerox free flow system. From the system, we'll be able to input how many copies that we want, input the tabs and where they should be, and make sure that it's going to be printed double-sided and coil punched. We'll be able to print one proof from the customer and then make sure that everything is right. Thank you so much for joining this tutorial. More is to come on how to process it from the free flow system.